There's a car outside playing really loud music, so I apologize. Tonight I watched a movie that I had been meaning to watch for like a little bit over a decade. Came out when I was a senior in high school, I think. Yeah. And my hometown did not get this movie. And then I don't think it was out available to rent by the time. So I used to rent movies all the time when I was in high school. And I don't think it was out to rent by the time I went to college. And then I didn't have Netflix for a while. And then I just like had it in my queue and never got to it. You know, it was one of those movies. So it's on Amazon Prime. It just got added this week to Amazon Prime. So I was like, yes, now I can watch it. Haha. And that was Patty Jenkins's Monster, which starred Charlize Theron as Florida serial killer Eileen Wuornos. Is that how you say her last name? There's a U and then an O and then an R. Wuornos? Okay, Wuornos. It also has Christina Ricci and Bruce Dern. Bruce Dern's amazing. So she won the Academy Award for this performance, and according to the internet, Roger Ebert said that not only is it a great performance, but it's one of the greatest performances in the history of cinema. And this is coming from Roger Ebert, who at the time has seen thousands and thousands and thousands of films. And as someone who has now at this point in my life seen just shy of 5,000 films, just shy. I'm going to make it this year. I have to agree with Ebert. I've been a fan of Charlize Theron since the remake of Mighty Joe Young. Like, she was fucking amazing in that movie. And then I've just like always loved her. So that's why I really want to see this movie. And then I just didn't get around to it because I'm horrible. I'm like the worst fan of people. So anyways, I completely agree. I thought that like I've never seen anything quite like this performance. And she's a serial killer, and she's clearly a little, not everything's right in her brain, you know, but you care about this character and you want her to succeed, not to succeed in killing. You know, it's not one of those ones where you're like, yes, kill them. It's more like you want her to like get her life together, and it's just not in the cards for her, and it makes you feel terrible. And then the love story with Christina Ricci is gotta be one of the most romantic love stories ever. Like, that was so good. All I ever wanted in a movie was Charlize Theron and Christina Ricci rollerblading or roller skating to an INXS song. Like, that's, just repeat that scene in my brain forever. Ricci was also so good. She's one of those actresses that is always so good that we tend to forget how good she is. Apparently, Charlize Theron signed up to also be a producer on this film because she wanted to make sure that her vision with Patty Jenkins for the film was not compromised, as often happens. And so she put herself in a position where she could push back and say, no, we're going to do it this way, and really fight for what Jenkins wanted. And I think that's really fabulous. And it's kind of sad to think that artists have to do that, but that's the nature of this business. Sorry, Mr. Rochester, who's over here, Kitty, he's yelling. Rochester, hey. He actually watched most of the movie, and you did. Okay. He usually only watches comedies. He doesn't like dramas, and he really doesn't like foreign films because he can't follow along. He's a cat, you know. He hasn't learned French. But he actually watched this whole movie. So, you know, kept my cat enthralled. What was I going to say? There's a lot going on in this movie. I'm sure there's been lots and lots written about it because there's the story behind Eileen is just, it's the opposite of the American dream, if that makes any sense. It's like every possible thing that could horribly go wrong for her and her family from like youth on happened. And you know, it's just one of those people where society just doesn't help. Society makes it, just ignores them. It's like, they'll go away. You know, it's kind of tough. to think about. I want to, if you know any good essays on this movie, I definitely would like to read that. Because I'm sure there's just so much going on in this film. It does contain a very graphic and horrific rape, and I cringed. It was very tastefully shot, and clearly shot by a woman, because it was the way it was shot. I was like, yeah, this is not. They're not. What's the word I'm looking for? It was not gratuitous. It was just presented. And that was one of the things I really liked about Jenkins' take on this, was she just sort of, she didn't tell you how to feel. She just gave you this stuff, and you felt the empathy for the character naturally. What else? She did a ton of research for this film, and it shows. This is a well-researched film. God, it's so good. This is one of those movies I'm gonna be thinking about for a long time. Again, it's on Amazon Prime. Came out in 2003. It's written and directed by Patty Jenkins. Stars Charlize Theron in an Oscar-winning performance. Not for the light at heart, but definitely a film worth your time.